I have one particular classroom plan here. You will notice actually that this classroom plan is for a group, 4 groups of 4 students. However, of course, you could adapt this plan for 30 students and have 6 groups of 5 students. As you can see with this plan here, the tables are sorted so that we have 4 groups. The groups should be, if possible, organized so that we have stronger and weaker students together. You can elect a spokesperson for each table. So here, this is a great way for them to work. You can monitor their work quite easily with this classroom game. The aim of this game is to look at some revision, vocabulary revision, and the idea is to revise the vocabulary in the text. Now, as we know, all course books, as they write the texts recycle the vocabulary from earlier units. So maybe you would want to revise that vocabulary. That's a great exercise for getting the students to think about dictionary work. Another game for revising vocabulary is based on El Rosco from Pasapalabra, but I would recommend that you use this for revising vocabulary at the end of the term, maybe when you've done 2 or 3 units, okay? Because it's again takes up a lot of time, but of course you can adapt it. You could maybe ask Group A just to do the first 6 letters of the alphabet, Group B to do the second 6, and that way it would be shorter. Or you could also suggest that you just do letter A to P, something like that. So the next game, which I've called Word Soup, and this game is for grammar revision, and we're looking to revise grammar the students have been doing in class with you, and the idea is to get students to revise the grammar from that unit and make sentences with it. So you need to prepare a sheet with words on it, or an interactive whiteboard presentation. You can use that, and the objective is to get them to use the words on the sheet to produce grammatically correct sentences. Can anybody give us an example? We don't do homework, but we're looking, remember, for, right, students must go to school. Exactly. Students must wear slippers to school. Very good. My students must do homework in German. Excellent. Now, question forms are something even students in bachillerato make mistakes, have problems. It's one of those things in English that people always need to practice. Maybe we would give Group A a set of answers for paragraph 1 in a text, and Group B a set of answers for paragraph 2 in the text, okay? And then what we do is ask the students to write their question. You'll notice that the rows are numbered because what we want to do is try and put students in those rows that have a similar level. So how does it work? Well, it starts off by you give them the sentence in their language and tell them that you want them to translate it into English. When they've done that, you ask the students from row 1 to come out to your table, and you tell them which students have got the translation correct. They get 1 point each for their teams. However, if nobody in row 1 has got the translation correct, you then ask the students from row 2 to come out. Running dictation. Now, this is a great game for practicing pronunciation. What you need is to photocopy a text, part of a text from your course book, where the students continue taking turns going up, reading a line, going back to the table and dictating that line to their secretary. And if you've got the rules laid down clearly and the students know exactly what they have to do, it really does work very well.